Welcome to The Main Idea. And this week we'll reflect back on the podcast we did in the Future of Sales last week with Mats Winter from Intense. Mats, as a sales expert, when we asked him, what were the big things that you've seen changing over the last, 10 years, let's put it this way. And he came up with three main elements. So let's look at the first one. First one was interesting, really interesting, because we're talking about hybrid selling in many of the other episodes. Well, Mats was actually introducing the concept of hybrid learning, hybrid teaching. So he was saying that in 2015, he was still selling quite often programs of several days of teaching in class, the whole group together. Whereas today, he's much more teaching in smaller bits. It's part is in class, part is also online, and it's shorter, but over a longer duration. So it's more of a hybrid form of teaching. Interesting that sales, teaching, not that many differences. Second element, and that's an interesting one as well. He says, if you go back to 10 years ago, a lot of people were always looking for one methodology. So they read a book like Spin Selling, Challenger Sale, or any other book, and it's like, oh, we want to do this thing, and everybody's going to do just that. I think if we reflect today, and that's what Mats was saying, is that we see that clients are realizing it's a not one-size-fits-all approach in sales. There are many different situations, and depending on the situations, we need to adapt ourselves and use the right approach and the right methods. And what he's seeing is that today, customers are becoming more and more aware, or sales organizations are becoming more aware that they need to shift between those. And then third one, I quite like that one as well. He says, I'm not teaching people how to sell, which I used to be doing 10 years ago. Now I teach them how to help people buy. So being much more of a coach of the customer, coaching the customer to buy, which he called buyer enablement, and that was an interesting one as well. So those were the three main ideas, hybrid teaching, not one size fits all in sales, and buyer enable, help your customers to buy. So hope you enjoyed the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next episode.